What's going on, everybody? Joseph Hadid here for Worldwide Sport Updates, your podcast, your news, your local community. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us wherever you may be across the world and country. Thank you for joining us on Worldwide Sport Updates, your podcast, your sports, your news, your local community. This is your host, Joseph Hadid. It is Friday, October 21st, 2022. TGIF, it is a Friday, and ladies and gentlemen, we close out the long week that just transpired and get ready for this upcoming weekend. And as we close out this long week that transpired, ladies and gentlemen, we have some news, sports news that is, to share with you that transpired. And what a turn of events it was, ladies and gentlemen, this past week. As we start off with the LA Dodgers, as they are expected to retain Dave Roberts as manager. The Dodgers' postseason run is over much earlier than expected, as you all sports fans out there are familiar, baseball fans that is. And however, the team might respond to its upset loss in the National League Division Series. Moving on from manager Dave Roberts, doesn't appear to be under consideration. Jack Harris of the Los Angeles Times reports that Roberts is expected to return to the dugout next season. The news isn't overly surprising, considering that Roberts has yet to even begin the 3-year contract extension he signed last March. 2022 was the final season of Roberts' previous contract with the team, and his new deal will keep him as manager through the end of the 2025 season. Amidst that tremendous resume, of course, winning only one title has brought some criticism Roberts' way, given how the Dodgers have been favored almost every one of their trips to the playoffs. Alright, some NBA news, ladies and gentlemen. Portland Trail Blazers Nassir Little reportedly agrees to a 4-year contract extension. Portland reportedly is keeping the young swingman on a $28 million deal. Portland Trail Blazers forward Nassir Little had reportedly agreed to a 4-year, $28 million extension with the team. Pure Adrian Jaworski of ESPN. Little appeared in 42 games last season for the Blazers, averaging 9.8 points and 5.6 rebounds per game. Portland dealt with a myriad of injuries in 2021-2022 season campaign, and Little succumbed to one in January when a torn labrum in his left shoulder ended his campaign and required surgery in February. However, he took advantage of increased playing time before that and averaged 13.1 points per game and 5.7 rebounds per game in January, as injuries fell much of Portland's roster. Little, 22, is entering his 4th NBA season after being selected by the Blazers with the 25th overall pick in the 2019 draft out of North Carolina. Kevin Porter Jr., ladies and gentlemen, and the Houston Rockets also agreed on a 4-year extension. Houston Rockets guard Kevin Porter Jr. and the team have reached an agreement on a 4-year contract extension. According to multiple reports, the deal is for $82.5 million that will keep the former number 30th pick of the 2019 draft in Houston. Last season, Porter averaged 15.6 points, 4.4 rebounds, and 6.2 assists per game, while shooting 41.5% overall. and 37.5% on three-pointers. Overall, he has averaged 13.7 points, 13.9 rebounds, and 4.7 assists in his NBA career, which included his rookie season with the Cleveland Cavaliers per reports. The deal is beneficial to both the Rockets and Porter, as it provides him with stability after the Rockets have invested time and energy into Porter on and off the court. Also, ladies and gentlemen, Charles Barkley agrees to a new TNT contract worth well over $100 million. Charles Barkley has agreed to a 10-year deal with TNT that is expected to be well into 9 figures. The Post, ladies and gentlemen, has learned Barkley currently has 3 years left on a contract that pays him $10 million per season. His current contract, ladies and gentlemen, His current contract, ladies and gentlemen, coincides with TNT's agreement with the NBA deal expiring after the 2024-2025 season. If Turner were not to keep the NBA, Barkley could potentially own rights to go work for another network or a digital platform. If Amazon or Apple or others are involved, that exact amount Barkley will make is not yet known if he fulfills the entire contract. But it will be well in excess of $100 million and could approach $200 million, and Barkley could decide to retire from TV before the deal ends. Ladies and gentlemen, also plans are progressing for Tennessee Titans to build a $2.2 billion domed stadium. This is NFL news, ladies and gentlemen. When weighing the price tag of renovations to the 1999 opened Nissan Stadium and constructing a new dome stadium nearby, the Tennessee Titans have landed on the $2.2 billion decision to build new, and the city of Nashville agrees. The Titans announced plans to construct a domed $60,000 seat stadium in lieu of Nissan Stadium renovations to better attract major events such as the Super Bowl and college athletics' largest events, whether football championships or the Final Four. Also, ladies and gentlemen, more NFL news to go over here. Arizona Cardinals have acquired wide receiver Robbie Anderson from the Panthers in trade. The two teams involved confirmed the trade later Monday. Anderson's spat with the Panthers receivers coach Joe Daly was the final straw in what was an all but inevitable separation following the dismissal of head coach Matt Rule on October 10th. Carolina had made Anderson available on the trade market in months leading up to Monday's deal. And once the team fired Rule, the coach who stood as a link to Anderson from their time shared at Temple, the Panthers began actively seeking offers. Anderson's ejection from Carolina's Week 6 loss just stood as the clearest and last sign that that his time there would soon be finished. Alright, off to some NBA news, ladies and gentlemen. DeAndre Hunter and the Atlanta Hawks have agreed to a 4-year, $95 million contract extension. The Atlanta Hawks and forward DeAndre Hunter, ladies and gentlemen, that is, have agreed to a 4-year, $95 million extension, according to ESPN's Adrian Jaworski. The 24-year-old was eligible for restricted free agency in 2023. The Hawks discovered the potential dangers of arriving as a contender earlier than expected. Their run to the 2021 Eastern Conference Finals not only raised expectations, but probably also played a role in Atlanta re-signing John Collins and Kevin Hutter. The former got $125 million over 5 years, while the lateral signed for 4 years and $65 million. All right, ladies and gentlemen, often more NFL news here. Former Tennessee Titans tight end Delanie Walker has announced his retirement. Three-time Pro Bowler tight end Delanie Walker announced his retirement from the NFL this past Tuesday. Walker, 38, began his 14-season NFL career with the San Francisco 49ers in 2006. He spent 7 seasons with the 49ers before signing a 4-year, $17.5 million contract with the Tennessee Titans in 2013. And ladies and gentlemen, in his quotes, I would say it worked out better than I could have imagined, Walker said on Monday. I dreamed about it and made it come to life because I believed it would. I knew once I had the opportunity, I wasn't going to let it get away from me, in his quotes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, last but not least on this NFL news coverage, the NFL, ladies and gentlemen, have announced that Black Friday games are going to be coming to Amazon next year in 2023. Amazon will stream the first ever Black Friday NFL games in November of 2023. The company revealed in a joint announcement with the National Football League this past Tuesday. The game, which will take place at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time on November 24, 2023, is the first NFL competition to take place on the day after Thanksgiving, which in itself is a traditionally big day for NFL games. The teams for the Black Friday game will be announced along with the rest of the matchups in next season's NFL schedule. The announcement ladies and gentlemen, the announcement places the games on the key discount holiday for brick and motor retailers. And the game could drive shopper traffic away from stores and towards Amazon. Amazon provides online discounts on both Black Friday and Cyber Monday of that holiday weekend. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's all for this week. Ladies and gentlemen, I will see you next Friday and next Sunday's live podcast, because this Sunday there will not be a live podcast, ladies and gentlemen, because I have to attend to my nephew's baptism. All right, ladies and gentlemen, till then, enjoy your weekend. Hit the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel for all the latest sports updates that are happening wherever you may be across the world and country. Like, subscribe, share it out, and always tune in to our YouTube channel for all the latest sports updates that you may have missed. Till then, again, enjoy the weekend. Hit the like button. And this is Joseph Hadid, ladies and gentlemen, your host for Worldwide Sport Updates, your podcast, your sports, your news, your local community. Have yourself a great weekend, and I'll see you next Friday and next Sunday's live podcast. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you around. Take care. Be safe. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.